We got our man Bryan Shaw from Southern Oregon Airsoft Alliance.
Yeah. And Task Force Dagger.
Task Force Dagger. That's right. He's running cadre for Warsport
Northwest.
Warsport Northwest.
It's the
run by our man Rick Fisher. Riddick. Yeah. Good guy. Awesome dude. So we're just going to go over a couple things with our man Bryan here.
I appreciate that.
We're fucking super, super grateful and privileged to have somebody of his stature on our channel, and he's. Hey, you're my first big person that I've had on here. Are you one of the directors of SOAA?
I am the sole proprietor, as it stands right now. I'm the only admin that runs Southern Oregon Airsoft Alliance right now. Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to explain to our viewers and our players and our subscribers what the SOAA is?
So basically, SOAA is a close-knit, intricate. No, it's none of that. So SOAA
is a loose-knit system.
Yeah. So basically, SOAA was brought into existence a few years ago, and basically what it was for was to disseminate information to the community about the community.
Okay.
And it started out in just Southern Oregon, and it's crazy. Like if you go look at it now, I say crazy. It's crazy to me. It has 400. Well, no, I think it's around 500 members now.
That's huge.
But it's strange because it's like I figured it would just be Southern Oregon, where I'm from. You're on it. You're from Washington. There's Washington dudes on it. There's people from Arizona, Texas,
all the Taags
over the place.
On, yeah.
And I was like, okay. And at first I was like, oh no, it's Southern Oregon only. But I was like, no, that's cool. Like, if they want to know what's going on in our area I don't know why, because it's a small area. But I was like, okay, yeah, I'll let it go. So, but yeah, it's just basically to get information out to the community about the community, and that's anything. That's like, oh hey, check out this new gun. It looks pretty cool. What do you guys think? All the way up into, hey, this player is a douchebag. Don't let him into your events because he's gonna sabotage your shit.
Like fucking Skyler. So the SOAA, we're super happy to be fucking alliance with you guys and be fucking networked with you guys. You guys are great community.
It's a great networking source too.
Yeah. So
especially for teams that are actually like serious with airsoft and stuff like that. Right. It's a way for them to contact other players.
Right. So you run as like leadership and cadre.
Yes.
At most of the Northwest or Airsport Northwest or Warsport Northwest events.
Yep.
What is that like as far as your aspect on it and your take on it? Like, what is it for our viewers, for the players that are watching at home? What's it like being leadership? Like, what is the aspect? How is it different from being like just a dude running around the field spraying bees?
That's a vast subject, but I'm pretty sure I can sum it up fairly easy.
And I'm not trying to like get into the nitty gritty with it. So I'm not trying to absorb because I know you could probably go off for fucking like 2 hours about this whole shit.
But here's the deal, and again, I don't pull any punches on here, and I'm not going to pull any punches in real life.
Yeah.
If you truly know me, I will tell you how I feel to your face.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. It's hurting cats. And it's not the venue. It's not Warsport. We have had the same rules, the same general consensus of what you should expect at our events. And it always comes down to the player base.
Yeah.
You have a lot of players that are newer, and that's fine. That's what we're here for. We always kind of see ourselves as that middle ground in airsoft. We see ourselves as not BB Wars, on your extreme left, but yet not like Milson West on your extreme right either. We're the middle ground. It's like, oh, if you like BB Wars but want more, this is kind of where you can hang out. But to be honest, it gets frustrating at times because it's like
OP high tide.
Exactly. It gets frustrating at times because it's like, why can't you read a simple sentence?
Right.
It blows me away.
Well, and the most of the frustration that you guys were having the other night with the fucking live feed was like, dude, just read the fucking
the book, man.
And all the answers that are in there. Hey, we got.
Anyways, but and the thing is, and a lot of people are probably gonna look at this portion. They're gonna be like, oh, he's being really negative. I take it as a challenge.
Right.
I like a challenge. I don't want to come into something and be like, oh, this is already done? Oh, fucking, this is stupid.
Yeah.
I like a challenge, and I like to see, okay, where are the problems happening? How can I make them go away or alleviate some of the stress from the problems? And you know, like I learned a lot from the last op we did, this 13-hour whatever it was. I learned a lot about that, of what not to do. And we've made some changes for this game, which you will see on the field tomorrow. You know, for the first time, we're bringing upwards of 10 admins on the field, the entire field.
Yeah.
You know, so that's going to be a big change for us, but we hope it will cut down on a lot of the issues and stuff like that. So, but yeah, you know, it's challenging, but I enjoy it. I enjoy a challenge, and I do like, you know, getting together with people like you in the community and engaging the community and kind of seeing where we're at.
So as far as being like leadership, is it like is that the fun aspect of it for you? Like kind of looking at it from like a Overwatch kind of position, kind of figuring out the pieces and moving around and stuff.
It's fun to me because, now don't get me wrong, I'll be right there, you know, with my guy. I'm one of those leadership dudes where it's like, I will lead from the front. I'm not going to ask my guys to do something I'm not willing to do.
Well, like with sides that you've run NATO, like you and I have been like side by side throwing nades and fucking. Absolutely. Like, I know you're out there in the thick of it. You're out there playing with everybody, so you're not just one of these dudes that's sitting back throwing knife hands around. Like, okay, you go do this, you go do this, you go do this.
Right.
Like you get your time and everything.
Absolutely.
So on the field, like, when you're leading, does that change? I mean, obviously, how does that change the aspect of like how you're playing on the field while you're trying to command your forces?
It changes it to the fact where I really need to pull myself back from thinking as an individual player, and I need to start thinking bigger picture.
Okay.
I need to start thinking about things like, where are my CCPs set up? How outstretched am I from my CCPs? Right. You know, where are my people? Because it's not just so basically,
That's great.
you know, you have to be mindful of those things because it's important. Because I don't want to send a platoon of guys out there to basically, you know, die 1,000 BB
like
deaths.
cannon fodder. Yeah,
exactly. I want them to be successful, but it's hard too because as cadre, it's like, we have to think about both sides.
Right.
I can't think about just the team I'm running.
You got to think about the flow of the whole event.
Absolutely. It's like, oh, do I want to crush them? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I kind of can't.
Yeah, because that'll be a fucking, for the other end of that, it'll be a fucking weak-ass game.
Exactly.
Like, okay, we just got smashed.
Yep.
Like, we're going home.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay.
Remove sand from body parts, though.
So, that being said, when you are leading out in the field, what kind of, if you don't mind us asking, of course, what kind of setup do you run? Like,
so, my big thing is communications. I run a lot of, not a lot, but, you know, I always have a good radio, a good antenna, a big battery. I generally try to run multiple radios.
Because that's going to be your most
my thing, and I haven't been playing as long as some of the people who are watching this probably, but one thing I picked up on immediately when I started playing Airsoft was the side that has not necessarily the better communications, but like the side that utilizes their equipment as far as communications goes, they win.
Yeah.
Every time. Every freaking time they will win. Because communications is better.
Because their side as a whole force is more cohesive.
Absolutely.
And they move.
Information flows, and that's the thing too. A lot of people think of command as like information flows down.
Shit rolls downhill. No, it doesn't always fucking work like that. Like, sometimes it actually does go back.
A good commander or good line staff of anything will understand that it's a two-way street. Any communication, the literal word is two-way. It's two. Yeah. Two things talking, and it's the I can't remember from my college days. It's the exchange of information between two people.
Right.
But that's listening and receiving. You know, on both and talking and receiving. So it's both those. But yeah, so for me, my setup, I like to run lighter because I hop around to make sure all my guys are good, and that's everybody. Yeah. You know. So like today, like I'll go grab my setup real quick.
We're gonna follow him real fast.
This is an ANA Mark II, and basically it's the Russian version of a JPC.
Yeah.
With some cool things on it that JPC does have.
Got a little jangler and a little dangler on the bottom.
So yeah, well, I don't want my belly button. I'm sensitive. But but this is an ANA Mark II. And like today, I will be running 2 radios, but right now I've only got my 1 radio, my extended antenna, extended battery. You know, a lot of dudes are like, oh, you know, why don't you run like a super sneaky earpiece like CIA? I'm like,
you don't need
annoying.
to. Like, why do you need
People
to?
already know you're there. Yeah. And, you know, I mean, 3 mags up front. I've got a mag on the side. And then smokes for running away. I mean options.
Yeah.
I'm not running away. Options.
Yeah. Smoke screens.
Options.
Yeah.
Then, of course, got to rep my team.
Yep.
And in case I get a really bad boo-boo, you know, they can figure out if I need to.
He's O positive, just for
I'm
everyone
O positive.
that is watching and needs to know in case he's bleeding out and you're there. He's O positive.
So then I have my AK-74M.
Oh, here we go.
I love this gun. It is bone stock, except for some of the externals that I did. You know, the Kalesh. This is actually a cheap knockoff front end from a JG. This is Zettico replica. But the only stuff. Oh yes. The only stuff I've done to this gun is I just put in a MOSFET, just a very basic nuke MOSFET.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all I've done. And this gun is awesome.
And I've seen you run that thing before. That thing runs like a champ for sure.
And I don't know. I don't know. I like it. I'm not a big AK fan, but
neither am I. But that's
like
a sweet setup for sure.
It. And then we're running the Islam. This is a pattern called Islam. It is Russian MVD. Yeah, so that's kind of the kit that I run.
Okay, well, you know, I appreciate you for showing that up to us.
Yeah, no worries.
As far as big events that you have coming up, whether you're playing or leading, like what do you like? What's big that's coming up for the players that we have in Southern Washington, from like Kent down, from the guys that come to our field, the guys that wow, that was on camera.
He was good.
The dudes that are in Olympia, you know, the guys that come up to us from Portland. What are some big events coming up that that they can attend, we can attend?
Shameless plug. Oh wait, no, it's not. Warsport Northwest.
I just gave you the segue for the plug, dude.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
This is my first real interview, so I don't really know.
Hey, this is my first real interview too, so we're doing this together.
It's our first time.
Hey, my wife might get jealous.
Gay. Anyways.
So gay!
So yeah, warsportnorthwest.com. And you can go there, click on events, and it'll have all of our games that are coming up. The next game I know of is like more of a laid back. It's like Terminator or something or other.
Skyfall. Right?
Yeah, Skyfall. Thank you. God
right.
damn. Skyfall, and then there's going to be another extended operation sometime in June.
I'm gonna be here for that one too, because that's gonna be a long one. That's gonna be like a
16 hour, I think.
16 or 18 hour.
Yeah.
So
my man.
Taags will be here in July for Trident Spear.
Yeah, and Bolt, you better be here. I'm calling you out. But my team will be here.
Yeah.
Task Force Dagger will be here.
Okay. Cool.
So I do what I can.
Again, just want to give a shout out to Bryan Shaw, Southern
no problem,
Oregon
dude.
Airsoft Alliance. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
And fucking, taking the time out of getting the event fucking going and shit like that to answer a couple questions for us.
Yep.
Fucking appease our players and appease our fans.
Oh yeah.
So we love having you on the tube.
Absolutely.
And anytime you guys are up in Washington, we love fucking having you guys in the
Hell
field.
yeah. Hell yeah.
And all right, buddy.
All right, brother.
Thanks so
Appreciate
much,
it.
man. Yeah,
good
thank
shit.
you again, and you guys have a good night, and
you too.
we'll see you on the field.
All right, see you later.